Nigeria, a nation many believe has a promising future. How do we secure these long overdue prospects and tap into our latent potential if we neglect our times and seasons? In the 1950s, Nigeria's economy was transformed by the discovery of oil, gas, and solid minerals, a hope of a boom never to be recovered from for good, a sector that displaced the agrarian economy as the mainstay. Oil and gas became the backbone of the Nigerian economy for almost 5 decades, with a 75% contribution to the national income as crude oil production rose to about 2.3 million barrels daily. Oil profitability was greatest during the golden decade of the 1970s, when Nigeria became the wealthiest country in Africa. This economic prosperity was short-lived as the post-agrarian economy was driven by old gods and the establishment calling the shots. Here comes the last 20 years, where there has been a swing of a new movement, rising slowly but steadily, and if harnessed, would undoubtedly deliver this future. An era of the talents over oil, driven by the youths. By 2050, the United Nations has projected Nigeria to make up 16.1% of Africa's 2.5 billion projected population, with over 400 million people and 60% being youths. Unlike other countries like Germany, UK, and US, with stagnated population growths and increasingly aging population, experts have concluded that the economy is headed either for a doom or a boom. A golden opportunity for a talent-driven economy. A convergence of tech-driven innovators and creatives to disrupt the value chain that will boost the Nigerian economy. This movement will amplify the revolution that started few years ago, spreading from Nollywood to Afrobeats and the tech ecosystem. Today, Nollywood is the third largest film industry in the world after Hollywood and Bollywood. This unprecedented growth stems from the 90s, when movies like Living in Bondage was released and now records over 2,500 movies annually, increasing its global spread through international premieres and streaming on global distribution channels like YouTube and Netflix. The same can be said of the music industry, where Afrobeat has disrupted the Y2K hip-hop revolution, headlined by the likes of Tupac, Biggie, and Ice-T. Afrobeat is now a globally sought-after genre, topping music charts. Nigeria's music industry currently employs over 1 million people, with the likes of Tiwa Savage, Burna Boy, Davido, Wizkid, Yemi Alade, and many others enjoying global attention and gaining widespread influence through their music and fashion with the aid of social media platforms such as TikTok, YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, Twitter. Nollywood and Afrobeat entrepreneurship gave birth to a hustle, a culture, a buzz, an energy, and a conviction that nothing is impossible. This is like the offshoot of the American hip-hop movement that birthed a new generation of technology and entertainment companies like Facebook, Google, Twitter, YouTube, Tinder, Uber, Amazon. The likes of Jobberman, Nairaland, Mtech, Jumia, Konga, Interswitch, Paga, Flutterwave, Paystack, OPay, Andela, CC Hub, and most recently, Okra, EduTech, Helium Health, FormCrowdy can all be categorized as key players in the last 4 cycles of the Nigerian technology revolution. Now, what started with an idea has grown successfully with as many as 5 unicorns worth at least $1 billion in valuation, were all created by the millennials and Gen Zs. Gradually, Nigerian youths are receiving global attention with their new soft power, winning international jobs and freelance gigs without crossing borders. Startups are attracting foreign investments massively. Over $600 million funds have been raised in the last 12 months. Unfortunately, both the techpreneurs and creatives are seeking greener pastures offshore, as many of them are looking out for more enabling environment to scale and sell out international concerts and festivals globally. An opportunity the likes of UK, Canada, France, and Australia are latching on to attract our tech and creative talents. Nigeria currently has the third highest number of applicants for the UK's popular tech nation visa, just behind India and the US. The question now is, when will Nigeria start to recognize the talent of its youth population as the most critical national asset? Nigerian youths are thriving and becoming global success stories by sheer willpower, despite a flood of daily hindrances they face as citizens. Many of the youths who have chosen to deploy their talents into legitimate tech and creative ventures are being made to suffer from the same social and institutional stigma, stereotypes, and hindrances created to deter those, the minority, that choose to go the illegitimate route, thereby enabling the latter category to drive the global narrative. An economy largely driven by the youth, disrupting the tech and creative industry and harnessing the potential of these two sectors to create up to 5 million global-ready jobs within 5 years. It is time for Abdul, the aspiring songwriter, Shady, the budding Python coder, Emeka, the graphic artist, and Nigeria's entire ecosystem of creators and innovators to be backed by Nigerian funds, local structure, infrastructure, and dedicated international diplomacy. Now is time for true cooperation, where all stakeholders agree to build on this momentum, recognize and demonstrate confidence on our digital nation, and empower our youth to grow a self-sustaining economy beyond oil. Now is the time for true cooperation, where all stakeholders agree to build on this momentum, recognize and demonstrate confidence in our digital nation, and empower our youth to grow a self-sustaining economy beyond oil. Be part of the movement.